advisor at JP Morgan Asset Management. I've been lucky enough to just moderate a fantastic panel hosted by the CFA Diversity Committee. This was our first session on managing your career and ... and today's ... was parenthood and flexibility in the workplace. And the three speakers shared a lot of personal anecdotes and invaluable advice, and we had a great back and forth and Q&A with the audience. So we're going to ask 3 questions of the 3 speakers to give you a feel for what we went through today. And first, I'm going to ask Cassie a question. Cassie, why is gender diversity important, and is it in balance in Australia?
I would absolutely say that gender diversity is really important. We know that when groups have more diverse representation of men and women, they think differently, they make decisions better. We see improvements in terms of ethical decision making and also related party decisions. And there's even been research to show that ROE goes up for companies that have broader diversity. So it's in everybody's interest, from the individual, the organisation, and also the investor. To the second part of the question, is it in balance in Australia? Absolutely, it's not in balance. There's a number of pieces of research and statistics out there that show we don't have a lot of women in senior leadership positions, on the CEO of large organisations, or on boards. There was a great piece put out by AMP recently where they commented that there were more men named Peter acting as the chairman and the CEO of large companies in Australia than there were women in total. And I think that's absolutely astounding, and just shows that we do currently have a big issue we need to solve.
Yolanda, what do we need to see change to create broader diversity?
Ultimately, there are a lot of things that we need to change to achieve broader diversity in Australian workplaces. At the very heart of it, though, we really need to change the way that we think and feel and behave around people that are different to us. Research shows that we have a tendency to feel much more comfortable and find it easy to relate to people who look the same as us. But working with people and making decisions with people who look the same as us and think the same as us and have the same perspectives, have the same decision-making styles, ultimately inhibits good decision-making, because it is the classic recipe for groupthink, and we know groupthink has significant implications when it comes to effective risk identification and identifying opportunities. So ultimately, we need to help people understand the power of working with difference and what's available to people if they're able to really connect with people who are different to them. And that comes from a mindset shift to ultimately then change the behaviours that tend to manifest in workplaces. And critical to that is about building empathy within all of us to be able to capture that advantage of being able to work with different people so we can make better decisions. That's at the heart of gender diversity, it's at the heart of cultural diversity, it's at the heart of working with people that have different thinking styles and thinking preferences. And ultimately, coming out of that, there's so much potential when it comes to good decision making and better innovation.
Jahan, how important is paternity leave to increasing equality for men and women in the workplace?
Well, I think time out of the workforce as the primary carer is one of the key contributors to the equality gap in both pay and career progression. So anything that can be done to help provide a better balance is a good thing. In my own experience, I took 3 months paternity leave last year, which enabled my wife to go back to her career 3 months than she otherwise would have, which benefited not only her, but I found beneficial in terms of the time that I spent at home with my children, but also a sense of renewal in terms of reinvigoration and appreciation for both my role and my colleagues. So I think it was a win-win-win for all people involved.